So I usually go on a morning walk or running, right? So as I was reading Psalm 23, the Lord is my shepherd; I shall lack nothing. The Lord is my shepherd; I shall lack nothing. I was okay. Let me just wait. It's okay. It's good, good, good. It's good. Well, I'll wait. I'll wait for a while. Thank you for your sharing. So I was sharing about my own journey or my own reflections on this one. Um, as I was just walking, as I was doing my jogging, my running, daily exercise, just this voice was coming to me, and God was asking me this question, like, do you really believe that the Lord is your shepherd for yourself? And then the next word says, I shall lack nothing, right? So do you really believe that you don't lack anything? Because at the core of my heart, as a pastor, as a minister, what I struggle with is this, that I haven't done enough. It's never enough. It's just I feel I frankly speaking, like when I do a lot of the things, or whatever it is, the ministry, and there is this voice that tells me that you have not done enough. It's not enough. So, and then what needs to be done more? What needs to be done in a brilliant way? Or what needs to be done more? So it's always asking more and more questions. So, and I feel this lackings in my heart. I feel this lacking in my spirit. And I honestly I had to ask this question to myself: do I really lack when God is with me? If I say the Lord is my shepherd, I shall lack nothing. So I had to believe that, and I had to take that as my identity, as my declaration to myself, saying, I declare that and I believe in it, that the Lord is my shepherd. And what a beautiful way that David starts with his declaration, the cradle declaration, saying, the Lord, you are my shepherd, meaning that he was also saying that you are my king. Shepherd, what he does, he protects, he guides, he cares for. And in need, a king or a shepherd gives his life for the one who he loves. And that's what Jesus has done. He's constant. He's saying that, hey, I am not like a hired person. I am not like a hired hand, but I give my life to you freely. And that's to the extent that how much he loves us, how much he cares for us, is that he cares for us, he loves us more than he loves himself. And that is the kind of shepherd that we have been called to, that we've been given. And it was a reminder, it was a comfort, great comfort and encouragement for us. And for me especially, was that the Lord is my shepherd, I shall lack nothing. When I struggle with my identity, what I stand and what I do, I was thinking about the Lord is my shepherd, I shall lack nothing. And you may have that kind of struggles with you. You may hear Satan whispering in your ear saying, hey, you lack this. You're not good enough. You have not done enough. See, you fell again. See, you lack this in your life. And when Satan begins to steal and begins to speak these voices and steal our joy, steal our time, steal the things that God has given to us, the truth from us, then I think we need to speak to ourselves that, hey, actually the Lord is my shepherd, I shall lack nothing. And the second thing I wanted to highlight is the presence of God. That yes, God is present. In Psalm 23, He's present in the clean waters, right? He's present in the streams of water. He's present there when you are doing well in your righteousness. All along, like when you are well with God, God's presence is there. He's leading you into those places. But at the same time, in verse 4, even when I walk through the darkest valley, I fear no danger because you are with me. The word that ties everything here is just that God, you are with me. God's presence is also there in the opposite. That is the darkest valley. God's presence is there when you are doing well, but when you are going through hard times in your life, God has not abandoned you. His presence is there in the place where you are not well. And therefore, like such a in response to that, here is the prayer. The prayer, a simple prayer, but a prayer of trust. That he says, Lord, you have been saying to me, I am with you. My protection is with you. I am as a shepherd leading you. But here is my response to you. God, you are with me. And I want to declare that in my life. Even though I'm going through these times of troubles or challenges and things that aren't well in my life. You see the enemies all around you. People are not happy with you. Things are not going well. But you can still say, God, you are with me. That your presence is with me. And your rod and your staff, they not just comfort me, but then the word again, they encourage me to stand against those things in my life. And then the desire of the psalmist is that he really wants to, yes, goodness and faithfulness, love will pursue me all the days of my life. But then his desire is really to, and I will live or dwell in the Lord's house as long as I live. I think it is such a beautiful desire that he has, is that he wants to live in the presence of God, in the house of the Lord. And as people, God's people, I would like us to call upon this beautiful vision or this beautiful prayer that, Lord, I want to dwell in your presence. And that is my desire. That's what Ezekiel brother was sharing. I see that there are like things going on in my life. There are problems in my, situations, but then my desire is to really live in the presence of the Lord. My desire is to be with him. That's what I desire in my life. And I think that could be our prayers too today, that knowing that God, who is your identity, who is your shepherd, you will lack nothing. You will lack nothing. I really want to pray that prayer for you and for myself, that as Hope for All Church, we do not lack. We do not lack anything. When you see yourself, I lack this, whether it is a blessing that you, financial things, or whatever it is, you lack something in your life, or people may have told you that you lack these things, you're not good enough, you will never do this, you will never be amount to this. But know this, that the Lord is your shepherd, and you shall lack nothing. May we have that confidence. May we just rise and sing this song in response to who God is and how he has led you thus far. God, you are faithful, and you will lead us. You will lead us from henceforth as well.